Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Kaii to Otome episode 5, in which, I don't know, we will probably see the continuation of the sleepover that Otto has at Sumireko's place, and perhaps Ren will figure out how to fix his eyesight, right? That's why he went wherever it is that he went, after all. If I do some weird things with my mouth, that's because something, I don't know, something grew inside and it's kind of bothering me. So, so do forgive me if I do things with my tongue or something. Okay. In the previous episode, not that much of. I would be lying if I said that not that much of significance has happened, because we got a little bit of new information, sure, but ultimately the previous episode did not progress the story forward all that much, right? The entire premise of the previous episode was essentially that Ren needs to go somewhere, needs to go meet someone to fix or heal or restore his eye powers or whatever that is. And in the meantime, someone needs to take care of Otto, and who's a better candidate to do that than Sumireko, of course. And so Otto is staying at Sumireko's. They're having a nice time together. They're bonding a little bit, which I believe might also have been on purpose on Ren's part to get the girls to bond. Sumireko also, in general, behaves as a older sister and aunt, right? Gives food to Otto, takes her to a bath place, and in general spoils her for the day a little bit, and tries to question her also a little bit, as you know, as small talk. It's not in an interrogation or anything of the sort, but she does ask some questions about where they're from, right, stuff like that, and Otto is very much hesitant to answer any of those questions. So we still don't know where exactly are they from, why exactly are they here, what exactly is their backstory. We are still kept very much in the dark about those details. Meanwhile, Ren is somewhere, I've no clue where, a new neighborhood, right? It's called a new neighborhood by John Doe, as we see on the list of characters, who is a merchant and a fence, basically, and a document forger, or whatever is the proper name for that. From him did Ren probably get all their birth certificates and stuff that allowed people who are not of this world to make a living in this world, right? Find a job, find a school, yada yada. And apparently John is also able to heal Ren, because using... And that's my cat's hair. Because using his eye powers apparently deteriorates him not only physically, but also mentally. Not only are his eyes all wonky and weird, not only can it kill him eventually if he overuses that powers, but also could strip away his sanity. So there's quite a lot of danger to using that, but at the same time, it's not like a single-use thing. He can keep using it at least a few times yet. And John apparently can help with at least the immediate negative effects, can at least alleviate whatever it is that ails Ren right now. And he also tells Ren about the place being a new neighborhood where new deities dwell, where new deities are created, and because there are so many new deities, there is also plenty of curiosities. So Ren might be able to find some to finally afford the ticket to the other world, or wherever it is that he wants to go with Otto. Anything else? Sumireko used her age powers to go to school with Otto again, so that's something. And they've met the sensei at the beginning of the episode, who still has the horns and still wants to deal with the bullies, but now she wants to deal with them at her own, like, limitations, so to speak, right? As a human, as a teacher, not as an embodiment of a minor deity or yokai or whatever, right? So that's where we are right now. There's probably going to be some shenanigans at school with Sumireko and Otto. We will probably follow Ren for a while as he tries to restore his eye powers. And those two threads might be weaving through one another. We'll see. We'll see, of course. This show can be quite unpredictable between arcs, so to speak. But at the same time, it's also flowing very smoothly, I noticed. I was expecting it to be much more episodic, much more, cut, we end one case here, and then we start another case there. But no, it's flowing quite smoothly. So, I guess with that intro done, we should just start watching this episode, right? To do that, you will need your subs to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, costs you nothing, helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 5 of Kaii to Otome in 3, 2, 1, go. Who? We see her in the opening. Yeah. Is she like I know, some sort of a cat yokai? Taken human form? Maybe not a, uh, the only cat from Japanese mythology that I can recall right now is Manekineko, and she's not a Manekineko. She's the cat with two tails, right? There's one in like Japanese mythology. So probably that. Yeah. Oh, and the previous episode established that there are bits and pieces of broadly like European mythology might be appearing here as well, because of the cuckoo that was relevant at the beginning. Maybe it was just, an offhand joke from Ren about the cuckoo. Maybe it's actually supposed to signify that they're not just gonna be limiting themselves to Japanese folklore. We'll see. Yeah, that's her. That's Shizuku. I'm assuming the current arc will be about her. I'm not sure who the other girl was. Was it? It wasn't the girl that met them at the public bath. No, I don't think so. Because yeah, of course, in previous episode they also met a girl from Otto's class, I believe, or at least from her school, who very much wanted some of that Otto's and Sumireko's underwear for herself. Yeah, basically. It's her opening line. Whenever she appears on screen, that's how she opens. Something tells me they're not going to be uneventful for much longer. She probably wouldn't mind another visit at the ramen place. If that's what you mean, of course. A bath, some ramen, right? That seems like a very nice daily ritual. Oh, yeah, I guess she can't really take part in classes, can she? She's not on any classroom's list of pupils, is she? But during breaks, yeah, she can interact to her heart's content. Sitting on your own? Are you being bullied? Wakazukuri-san? Yeah, she's not hearing you. She's watching TikTok. Oh, we have seen her in the opening as well. She even got used to this nickname. Would you look at that? She's very adaptable. Sir. Okay. Why? Yeah. Oh, I guess they just want to talk and get some snacks. Okay, so that's the price for Otto to sit in your lap? What is that? A rusty metal pipe? A big sausage? A burnt baguette? Something edible. Got a glimpse. Is she another yokai? Or is it just her underwear spotting natural born powers? What is that Otto is eating right now? Mm. Yeah, exactly. I don't think she cares whatsoever. Striped? No, that's. I wouldn't call it. I mean, maybe cute, kinda. But when I think of cute, I think like stripes or like a bear or something. That's usually how it's portrayed in anime. Lingerie, that's fine as well. Yeah, she's too busy eating. She probably doesn't even remember. Cloth? Water actually mean fucking fundoshi. Like literally a piece of cloth. Okay, so the big thing was fugashi, whatever that is. Oh, sensei? Sensei. I like the detail of the corners of her eyes actually being visible. Chance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that actually works as a cover. I mean, it works as a cover because it's, the truth. Not in this context, but still the truth, of course. Underwear vision enabled. I. Oh. I mean, you're just looking respectfully. Nothing wrong about that. Is Sumireko wearing like a baby doll or something? Or is it some weird, really baggy bra? They shouldn't be baggy, should they? Oh, no, it's just her undershirt. Uh, and she said it out loud. Of course. Damn! Don't look away! You're gonna miss it! Exactly! God damn it, girl! Oh, there's gonna be many a chance still. They're gonna have to get dressed, right? That's gonna be another chance. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you actually were aliens, so could very well be. A triple sleepover. Sign me up. Say less. They should have invited the underwear friend. Maybe next time. She would fall for the free candy van, wouldn't she? Kombucha? Is it like kombucha? Probably not. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Hmm. She probably has no experience in snacks. Yeah, more rain, huh? Something tells me it's not entirely natural. It was mentioned at the beginning with the weird cat girl. Now it's shown, offhandedly in the background. If some detail is shown offhandedly in the background, but it is shown, you bet your ass it's gonna be important. What is it? Some dry rice? Not physically. Do you see a warning sign, Otto? Okay. Left some candy as an offering. What are we having? Quite a selection. Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't look quite as well as it did on that little cat inn. Exactly. Rain again. It was supposed to be a sleepover. Yeah. She did invite you explicitly for a sleepover. And also that, yeah. Who knows what creatures lurk in the rain? Pudding for breakfast, how luxurious. She's fulfilling her childhood dreams, isn't she? She was being bullied as a child, she never had a sleepover. Yeah, she was always shunned away. She never had this sort of an experience, either be during school trips or during sleepovers or whatever else. Yeah, she's making up for it. Okay. Now that's plain as day. Can sleep. I would not be able to fall asleep on my back anyways. Knocking or walking? Yeah, maybe let's not open any doors. Scream for help. Or at least go for help. Yeah, or do that! Of course! Sure! Why don't we? Oh, it's a ghost. Is it Shizuka? Like some sort of a rain cat yokai thing? And she's doing the stupid, of course. She's doing the stupid and going all alone. Oh, hello, Shizuku. Ah? Fuck do you mean, monster? Yeah. Okay, so what's going on exactly? So does Shizuku believe that it's Otto? Child in red, yeah, Otto wearing red clothes, sure. Well, okay, there was a glimpse of red. I was about to say that I don't see any red. Another mysterious disappearance! Would you look at that? Oh. Okay, so you're not a yokai then. Hmm. Oh. Yes, I see, he says, with his eyes bandaged up. Oh, someone's gonna screenshot it and upload it to like r/anime out of context. Oh, that's the episode. Huh. Well, that went faster than I expected. Yeah, I thought we still have like maybe not half the episode left, but at least like a third. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? Hmm. Let me Google real quick. Rain Yokai. Ameonna? Could be. Five rain yokai in Japanese folklore. Sure, let's do a top five. Amefuri Kozo, rainfall boy who makes rain appear. Oh, after credits. He never did promise. Oh, yeah. I guess a Chinese monster. Oh, did he see them going to the bath through the eyes of a cat? Maybe. Sure. Okay. All right. Let's watch it again, shall we? But let me finish the top 5 of yokai. Rain yokai. I mean, we have an answer, right? Because Ren mentioned some like Chinese name. Sunekosuri. It's something that rubs on your legs, so probably not. Then we have Ameonna. Yeah, it's a girl, female yokai that brings rain, so probably not. Snatches babies away. Okay. Snatches babies away, that would kind of fit, right? I mean, the friend is probably not a baby, but she was snatched away for sure. Then we have Onibi. Bowls of fire, so probably not. And number 5 is Bake Kujira, ghost whale. So yeah, neither of those. Okay, let's watch it. Sumireko and her friend. The meow, the nya, and the fang, and the fact that she appears in the opening really made me believe that she's some sort of a paranormal thing, a yokai, a deity, an embodiment of something, right? Something like that. And they keep repeating rain, 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 so she probably has some ties to rain. She gave away her umbrella, right? Because she doesn't need it. She doesn't need the umbrella. She's the yokai of the rain. Rain doesn't affect her, right? That was my train of thought. But yeah, instead it's... yeah, she's just a random girl whose friend disappeared. That's the thing that Nodoka was watching. Magical girl? Or just an in-world, like, Mahou Shoujo show protagonist? I don't know. Could be something that exists in-world, could be a yokai of some description. Is that the girl in red? Wolf, right? Little Red Riding Hood. And they did a merger of the wolf and the hood, and one girl, wolf girl in red. Maybe that's her? I don't know. Underwear, snacks, and scarlet clothes. Yeah, all of that matches perfectly. I really expected her to take part in the school life, but I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't, right? She might get into the school, sure, because she looks the part, but she doesn't figure on any sort of a student list. So wherever she would be an extra. And that would be suspicious. So I guess staying in a toilet is easier. And yeah, we have this static image of a Vocaloid, an idol, a VTuber, I don't know, some sort of a celebrity on the interwebs. And we're having a meeting with plenty of snacks. Some chips, some candy, some this like crushed dry ramen noodles, candy cigarettes even, I see, and the big long brown thing as well, and some rice cakes or whatever that is, or rice waffles. Very low price for Otto to sit in your lap, and what the fuck just happened to my camera? That's a big one. Little bit talk about underwear, of course. I cannot be sure with this show whether she's actually like an underwear yokai in disguise, or is it just for comedic purposes, her eyes gleam at the side of underwear. Could be the latter, but it might evolve into something more. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if it was just legitimately played out just for laughs. Right? Oh, haha, she's an underwear fiend, said in jest. But eventually Otto notices, holy shit, there's a warning sign. She's no longer just a, haha, underwear fiend. She became an underwear fiend. She was so fascinated, so obsessed with it, that she gained fucking superpowers. Essentially, right? This sort of deal. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. But it could very well be that it's just her passion played up for laughs. She pretends to be mild-mannered, but she's actually the pervest of us all. Indeed, she really is. Nobody denies that. Let me disable and enable my camera right quick. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Maybe that's gonna fix the flickering. The demure types that tend to wearing the erotic stuff. Yeah, a nice lingerie with a whatchamacallit, garter belt. Yeah, garter belt from Panty and Stockings, and garter straps. I know the names of underwear. And apparently she also wears black underwear. And Ochan just wears cloth, of course. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, this episode, for the most part, was just slice of life and slice of life comedy, plenty of fan service as well. A lot of focus on the underwear, right? Like a metric ton of focus on it, which again makes me think that there might actually be something more to it, because it's like one thing to make a one-off joke, it's another to spend like a quarter of the episode on it, right? I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna note it down just in case underwear actually becomes important somehow, in some way or another. Where do I have mysterious disappearances? Here we go. There were actually becomes important somehow. Again, maybe she becomes an underwear yokai, maybe she is able to locate red underwear and find the kidnapper with her sixth underwear sense. I don't know, something about it. Maybe. The sexy bookstore clerk. I mean, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. I love how do I say it? That the change in art style here did not go like full into super deformed, but strays the nice line between, is it her usual design but kinda sorta modified a little bit, or is it actually like full-blown comedic moment, super deformed design here? Which one is it? It really straddles the line very well. I missed it indeed. And yeah, Sensei absolutely wants to have the experience she did not have as a child. She never had a sleepover with friends eating snacks to the point where she doesn't even know what those snacks are called. She just knows, oh, it's peanuts in syrup, but it has a name like, oh, Kadeshiko or whatever, right? She never experienced a sleepover. She never had friends stay over at her place because she never had friends, and she's making up for it now that she can, now that she found a group of friends. Right? Mini chestnut manju, ramen candies, yatsuhashi senbei, jellies, Kani mangetsu crackers, lemon cookies, and Mameita snack bars. Peanuts candied in starch syrup. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a nice snack. I very much like a similar snack to that. It's whatchamacallit, sesame seeds, also candied in like a like hard crack sugar syrup and like thin little wafers of that stuff. Oh, I should buy myself some. Yeah, rain again. This is basically a universal truth. If something is shown with a lot of focus, you know that it matters. If something is shown with a little focus, completely in the background, but is still shown, you know that it really matters. Because if it didn't matter, it would not be shown whatsoever, right? Essentially, if something can be just omitted, if it doesn't matter, but exists, was not omitted, it means it matters. So this, seeing here, the map with rain, yeah, that's gonna matter a lot. Paying some respects. I really expected Otto to see something here. Maybe the actual spirit of the grandma. Maybe a warning sign. Maybe something. I expected her to maybe do something weird here, but no. No, she just left an offering, paid her respects, and left. Okay, I get it. I thought those were the dishes that were being placed on the table, but no, those are just Otto's expectations. That's a very restaurant tier meal, isn't it? Instead, we get leftovers. Rice balls with pickled ginger and sesame salt. That sounds nice. Braised burdock root. Carrots with sancho pepper. What is sancho pepper? It's a Korean spice used in Korean and Japanese cuisine. Okay. Peppercorns of the Japanese pepper plant, also known as Japanese prickly ash. Gotcha. Peppery lemon flavor. Oh, that sounds nice on some carrots. Then we have shiitake mushrooms. Yeah, shiitake mushrooms. Just like boiled, steamed, or just served raw. I don't know. Simmered lotus roots and fuki stems. Is it like celery? Fuki. Oh, there's a restaurant named Fuki Sushi in my area. Would you look at that? A perennial plant that grows in moist soil and has a stringy stalk that can be bitter. Learn how to peel, soak, and stir-fry fuki with sake, soy sauce, mirin, and sesame oil. Okay, so it's just some sort of an herb, not celery, and it has a little bit of bonito flakes on top. It really looks like a plain meal, doesn't it? But apparently it's delicious. And that's what matters. Rain. More rain. More rain. And yeah, it's no trouble for Manami. It's absolutely no trouble for her. She wants it. She wants them to stay. She wants them to give her trouble. Like that. If it means that they stay, if it means that she gets to experience what she did not get to experience as a child. I can empathize so much with her. I really, really can empathize so much with the desire to make up for the things that you did not experience as a child, but were supposed to be par for the course for a childhood experience. I can empathize so much, really. Delicious pudding for breakfast. Yeah, futons close enough. It's so reminiscent of, first of all, anime sleepovers, right? They always put their futons close together. Second of all, school trip sleepovers, right? The futons are usually also laid out in a neat row, fairly close together in like a, I don't know, 8 tatami room or whatever, right? It's so very reminiscent of an experience that an anime high school girl would have had 17 times already. Makes perfect sense that Sensei also wants to experience that. 3 people lined up like the character for River. And yeah, we're on the first name basis now. Very stupid move, Otto. I mean, I understand why. For the plot. Plot has to move, right? That's how horrors work. The main character hears noise from the cellar. Do they run the fuck away? No, they go into the cellar. Oh, the light doesn't work. Oh well, I guess I'm going into the dark. My phone has 3% battery. I'm gonna use my phone flashlight. Hello? Is anybody here? Right? That's how horror movies work, because it's necessary to move the plot forward. So that's exactly what's happening here. But still, a very stupid move. If I noticed someone messing with my, door handle at night, plodding away out in the rain, first of all, I have like a visor thing in the door, so I look who it is, and if I see nothing, yeah, I'm not opening the door. Fuck that. I'm absolutely not. But Otto did. And she noticed that it's some sort of a rain monster who did not do anything to her curiously. You'd think that if it wanted to get inside, it would have noticed that, hey, those door, that's now open. I can get inside, but it didn't. If it wanted to kidnap someone from any sort of a place, it would kidnap Otto right now, but it didn't. What gives? What gives? Is it some sort of a rule? Like, monsters, yokai, demons, whatever, they work by like rules, right? And this particular yokai walks in the rain, walks up to the door, tries the door handle. If it's open, it enters and snatches the sleeping person away. But if you open the door, it just goes away. If you're not sleeping, it sees that and it vanishes, right? Stuff like that, maybe. So because she's outside and not inside, the yokai is not gonna try her. Because the door is now ajar, it doesn't need to open it. Well, it's not going to enter, because the procedure is that it tries the door handle, it opens the door, it enters. Well, the door is already open, it can't open the door, so it's not gonna enter. Maybe something like that. Some sort of a weird paranormal logic to it. They ordered me to go look for more curiosities, and of course Otto wants to lessen his workload by finding curiosities herself. Monster. I really thought that we might be onto something, in that the nature of Otto and Ren might actually be revealed here. Maybe she has true sight or something, or true smell or whatever, and she can see that that's a demon. That's not a human child, that's a demon. That's a monster, right? Maybe something along those lines. But no, apparently she's just a normal, regular girl who saw someone running in the rain wearing red and immediately assumed that it's the thing that snatched away her friend. Something in red. We don't see anything initially. And then we see, yeah, just a blur of intense crimson, you could even say. Yeah, and it happened a year ago. Okay. So they called Ren for reinforcements, and he knows what that thing might be, so he's gonna come back and they're gonna solve another case. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Hong Ye Jianyo Hai. Let me Google that right quick, but it sounds Chinese. Hong Yi Xiao Nu Hai. What? The Tag Along to Taiwanese horror film. Oh, so it's from Taiwan? Yeah, any sort of a reference to those exact words that I have is the 2017, yeah, the 2015 movie and the 2017 sequel. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's a thing, but I can find absolutely no... does it help if I append mythology? Nope, still first result is Wikipedia page for the sequel. Yeah. Just about the movie and its sequel. So either it could be something fairly obscure that an obscure movie was based on, or it was the movie itself that created that myth. Very often it happens, right? So could very well be that it's the case and the anime is referencing the monster from the movie. Could be. Would make sense. And he started bleeding because he missed the scene with all of them in a bath. Sensei is gonna be so disappointed. You really should have talked to Shizuku, talked to Ren, and then came back to Sensei's place. You really should have done that. Maybe in the morning, right before she wakes up, you would be sitting in the kitchen, preparing food, right? You really should have done that. She's gonna be so disappointed that you left early. Hopefully next time she invites you for a sleepover, you go and stay there the whole time. Curiosity, makes sense, we're looking for a curiosity. Cultured young lady, we're probably talking about the underwear fiend, aren't we? She's probably gonna utilize her underwear-seeking superpowers to find the red girl, probably. A maid. No idea. Could be anything. Alright. Sure. Nope, not gonna pull the cable. Alright. So, good episode. Very much so. I very much enjoyed it. It was nice. Nice, slow, comedic, slice of lifey. I could get used to that. You know? I could get used to this show being this. Very much. Yeah, honestly. This show really has the potential. Yeah, it has the potential to go both ways, right? It could lean. No, I'm gonna say it differently. If they were to lean into the slice of lifey daily stuff with an occasional paranormal event, but mostly it's just sleepover, staying at school, and eating snacks and stuff like that, it would work, right? A very, very light sort of a horror, but mostly a slice of lifey show. It would work perfectly. If they were to lean into the dark undertones, right, into bleeding eyes, into demons, into trans-dimensional tomfuckery and shit like that also takes place in this show, it would also work. Both if they went much more light and much more hardcore, both would work. And the fact that they sit smack dab in the middle, that also works very well for this show. It really does. Because thanks to those slice of lifey moments, thanks to those moments of comedy, of fan service, stuff like that, whenever someone starts bleeding out of their ears and transforming into a cosmic horror, it strikes so much more. And whenever we end an arc of people turning into salivating, burning messes, and we get some nice slice of life moments, it gives us so much more relief to that. Right? It's a nice balance this show is striking, is what I'm trying to say with way too many words. This episode, again, I very much enjoyed. It was, again, mostly slice of lifey, but I have a feeling that we did plenty setup. Well, first of all, we did plenty setup with the rain that had some payoff at the end of the episode. But I have a feeling that the fact that the sensei wants to recreate her, like, the things that she misses from the childhood, it might be a recurring theme. So that's another bit that we have set up here. The underwear girl, she's been set up very heavily here, so I wonder what's going to be the payoff of that. And the fact that we still stay at school. I fully expected that to be just a single arc, right? We end the school arc, that's it. Sumireko never again goes back. Now we have a curiosity in a maid cafe, so she has to pose for a maid working at the cafe trying to figure out what's the curiosity, right? Or we have an arc of a curiosity at a construction site. So Ren has to go there, work at the construction site, trying to figure out what's the deal, right? I was expecting something like that, but it seems like it just continues. Cool. I like it. I like that it continues. I like that it didn't just, stop there and very clean cut arcs. I like that it continues. And it's gonna continue. We're still gonna see Otto's friends from school. They're probably each and every single one of them. I can see each and every single one of them being relevant eventually. Either helping them solve some sort of a curiosity case, or being a victim of some sort of a curiosity case, or being the source of it, right? I can very much see all of that happen just through the virtue of being nearby. Maybe. Or through the virtue of just being, unique, weird people. Or through the virtue of being part of the cast of this show. Either way, they're all probably gonna be more or less important soon-ish. Anything else? I think that's it. I think that's all I had to say on the topic of this episode, but maybe you guys have something more to add? If so, say so in the comments down below. What did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord, here also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Kaii to Otome, but also Yuuki, Yuuna, Spice and Wolf, Unnamed Memory, Blue Archive, Kaiju, Hachigo, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do, sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Yuuki, Yuuna, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly via YouTube through memberships, super thanks, super chats, and if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys, do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without a Net, Watson, Zerene, Yukiala, Ishtamu, Dr. Watt, Akamasar, Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to show your underwear.